How are we doing today? I am okay. I had a good headache yesterday after I did my recording for some more Batwoman playthrough. So we're going to return to Batwoman again. Bryce Wayne is back again. Hopefully this time I'll remember Retaliate, because I never do. I just can't remember Retaliate. I can't be bothered sometimes. Um, so we got a special guest on this one. No, not me. I have mostly finished work on a new hero who I'm going to try out today because she should be very simple, and that is Laura Kinney's Wolverine. Now this is not the same Laura Kinney that is X-23. No, no. The there are literally two Laura Kinneys in the Marvel universe right now. They're not clones of each other. They're both still technically clones of Wolverine. Um, Long story short is the X-Men have a way to revive their dead heroes, and they thought X-23 was dead, so they revived her and gave her an adamantium skeleton because they didn't know any better. And X-23 wasn't dead, so there are now two Laura Kinneys in the universe. So I made one based off of the young, as she's often referred to, the young Laura Kinney, who is now Wolverine. She also was part of the New Avengers, led by Bucky Barnes. She was part of the Exterminators with like Dazzler and Jubilee and Boom Boom, and she had her own comic line called Laura Kinney Wolverine, which was her. So yeah, I wanted to play test her a little bit. And get her claws up here. So she borrows a lot from both Logan Wolverine, and Laura Kinney X-23. She's got a lot of similar cards and play styles, kind of like a mashup between the two of them. Like them, she will be playing aggression, at least with this. Um, Anything else? I don't have her nemesis and her obligations made yet. So because I can't actually use X-23's obligation because it refers to Honey Badger, I'm using Wolverine's obligation. But I am going to use X-23's nemesis set, which is Lady Deathstrike. I've finished everything but making a playmat for her, and then her nemesis and obligation. I have no idea who to make her nemesis. I really don't. She hasn't been around that long. She hasn't really established a solid nemesis, so I really don't know who I want to make her right now. She might have no nemesis for a little bit. She currently has a new storyline out right now with her and Scout. So formerly Honey Badger, now Scout, called Generation X-23. I don't know why it's called Generation X-23 because it's not X-23. It's the modern Laura Kinney. You can tell because there's a part where she gets like fucked up and you can see her adamantium skeleton. It is not old Laura Kinney, it's new Laura Kinney. So maybe I'll find a nemesis off of that. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna play test her. She should, as long as I didn't like fuck up too bad with her, she should play pretty easily. Very similar to Wolverine and X-23. And yeah, of course, I'm back with playtest number 3 of Bryce Wayne. I think last stream, the only thing I really fucked up was I have this issue every single time I have a character with Retaliate, which is I on and off remember that Retaliate exists. So when and if I get her to stage 3, I need to remember that she has Retaliate. Also, Deadwater is linked, so it goes back into the deck when I do finally get a chance to put it into play. Anything else? Anything else? I should probably finish setting this up. This gets 6 on the first phase. And he gets my favorite. Hooray. Let's spend 1 of everything. Alright, let's go ahead and draw these hands. 3, 4, 5. I hate a 5-card hand size in Alter Ego form. I hate it so much. 6 over here for wolves. Look at that, Dad. Is that all? I will get rid of a melee because there probably won't be too many minions in this. I'm playing Crossbones. Actually, Crossbones has a decent amount of minions. Do I get rid of Suppressing Fire? Yeah, let's get rid of Suppressing Fire. I'm going to be hurting myself a lot. Just like in real life. Yeah, straight up pain, 1-for-1 for pain tolerance. Stabbing dropkick, which deals damage and puts puncture wound. Yes, I have puncture wound. It is slightly different than X-23's puncture wound in that it affects attack and scheme, but it does less damage when it unattaches from the enemy. I'm looking over here. Float like a butterfly. This actually is not a bad card to have out. And my trident. And this absolutely disturbing picture. Every time I look at it, I'm like, I don't know if I should be looking at this. Actually, this is not an awful hand to have in the beginning, except for the fact that I can't play everything. First player. All right, let's get this started. So I'm only stage 1. I like Float Like a Butterfly, but I think I need to use it as a resource for the trident. And this is going to be useful later in the game for Brutal Modification to get myself a counter and draw. I'm not seated in that seat. Draw a card. I'm going to flip. I will attach this to Crossbones, which does a whopping 1 damage. Oh yeah, he needs to be at 23. Because he should be at 24. Why is it zoomed? Why is it so hyper fucking zoomed in? So yeah, 24, then 1 damage for attaching to him. Use Red Robin to pay for Vicious Redefined, which will return it to my hand and deal 5 damage to the enemy. I will then, there's nothing to thwart, so I'm just going to ping for 1 damage. It's X-23 who might, he's tempted to stay down, honestly. If I'm going to have to get rid of this fucking thing. Angela, Dad, and stabbing dropkick to get rid of this. Do I get pain? Yeah, I think I get pain tolerance in. I don't really. I should probably put a limiter on this instead of just letting you take endless damage. There should be a limiter on there once per round. Do I flip her and hit for 2, or do I just accept this? Let him scheme. Yeah, I'll stay down for 1 turn here. All right. Get a new hand. Is that all? So both is that all? Double the fun. Boom, boom. Her buddy. What a weird story the Exterminators was. It was such a weird story. I like the dialogue in it, but the story was just off the chains. All right, so we get 2 attacks for 1. She's going to take it. She has to take damage. 1 damage. So just 1 damage, which means I get that. I get this. Let's get this for max health tracking. Let's get this for max health tracking. So attacked again. I'm going to take it again because it's just 1 damage again. Schemes against Laura for 2. Encounter. This bitch. At least the side scheme's not out yet. Watch the side scheme. I was about to say. All right. Over here. So what her claws do is similar to the other Wolverine's claws. She can choose an attack event in her hand and take up to 2 damage to reduce its cost by up to those 2. And it deals extra damage up to those 2. I don't think I put a ton of attack events in this deck, though. I just kind of threw something together because I was running a bit late for starting this stream. So I don't have any attack events. That actually kind of sucks. Excuse me. I'm going to attack for 2. I haven't even taken damage yet. Actually, hold on. I can hand cannon and then attack for 4. Just put 1 counter on it. So 2 more damage. And this will remove 3. Yeah, let's remove 3 threat from main. It would do more if I had taken damage, but I have not taken damage. Man, it actually sucks. Maybe my deck construction around this was not great. Should probably have a little bit more attack in here. Or the Batwoman. So I need to deal with this bitch before it's too late. I would skilled investigator normally, but a deft focus. Never go wrong with deft focus. Let's get the trident in. So it's only going to do 1 damage right now. Do I attach this right now? I don't think I do. She will attack for 1. Actually, no. Let's hit the 1, 2, and yeah, not a great round there. Also, sorry if you can hear my fan. It is remarkably hot in my house today for no reason. 2 threats, attacks Wolverine. She's actually going to take this. Do I take them both? Did I use all my defense cards like a fool? I think I did. Yeah, is that all? So now I don't have any more of that until the next time my deck goes through. Do I defend? I think I'm going to take this. It's a rough one to take. I'll let him go through though, because I don't have any support, so he can suck my ass. Attacks over here. The question is, does she take both of them? She will take this. I think, isn't this the only natural 3 boost icons in his deck? Might have 1 more. I'm going to take this. It is an undefended attack, so it gets attack me. Discard a support I control. Don't have one, so suck my ass. So that's just 1 the damage. And she attacks me. Oh yeah. Well, let her hit me, because otherwise I'd block the whole thing. And now I have 5 counters. Which means she's flipping down. Going stage 2. Yeah, I took all the damage. Hero. Two of them. So 1, 2, 2 damage. Okay, this is gonna get rough now. Well, so much for... Well, I can still flip and do that after I take care of this. All right. First play goes back to this. I'm going to exhaust to get rid of Ever Vigilant. That removes this. Oh, it just discards it. Ooh, remove 2 debt. Yeah, I'll just discard it. It's weird seeing them flip like that. It's usually not like that. I'm going to... Excuse me. I'm going to flip. I'm going to take off all 5, which will stun, confuse, ready me. I change to state 2. I will exhaust to heal for 4. Am I forgetting anything else from that flip? I don't think I am. I think it's to stun, confuse, and ready. And then she gets her other phase. Yep, I'm going to heal the 4. The Black Room. I'm going to hand it off to Wolverine, who I might just accept the fact that this is going to the next stage here. Scout. Scout, let it all out. One, 2, 3 for the X-Jet. So I haven't really drawn any attack events. I really should have put more in here now that I'm, playing and getting my ass kicked here. Do I attack for 4 or do I flip? If I attack for 4, then I should probably knock out Madam Hydra so that this can come back. And then probably flip and let this scheme out. So yeah, let's attack Madam Hydra for 4. Scheme's out. I'm gonna flip. I can take 2 damage and do this. I don't want to risk taking damage at all, though. And that will end turn. Luckily, she can get right back in the fight because she has 5 recovery. An attack. She gets an adamantium skeleton, just like her daddy. Ready. Stole 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this now costs 2. Makes 2 thwarts. Ooh, a Vex signal. Only hero form then. All right. 1, 2. Schemes for 1, 2. Push us to the next phase. Gets this. We flip this. This goes to 12. Starts on 2. This is not the worst thing to have. Schemes for 1. Why is it so fucking zoomed in? 2. Then schemes for 1 from the Hydra Soldier here. Here. So great. Take this. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I take 2 damage to get a identity specific card or not? Let's flip. I will spend that and do 2 damage to myself to reduce the cost by 2. And also increase damage by 2. So this now does 6 damage. So I'm going to defeat this dude. Get this. I played a Wolverine card, so heal. I will also have a Moment of Triumph to heal for 2. I will then spend, man, this took, what, 1, 2 damage this turn? So Stealth Tactics will remove 5 threat from a scheme. I'm going to 1, 2 for Stealth Tactics to remove 5 threat from main. Does she have Thwart in her hand? She does. She can actually remove 4 threats if I choose to go with this. So actually, let's not do this one. Let's put her Adamantium Skeleton into play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which heals her by 1. Oh man, I have these 2 and I can't play them. This dude's going to get rid of my X. Actually, I'll probably defend against him. I do have Retaliate, though. That will end her turn. Over here to Bryce. So, let's get Ingenuity out while I'm on this side. I've forgotten about this. Let's use this to get the Trident back out. Let's Trident this idiot for 2 damage. Actually, I need to flip for that. And then I will spend 1 and 2 to remove 2 threats, and then remove 2 threat. 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't have these resources, or anybody do I? Yeah, I don't have it. And this one is the one that requires me to do damage. All right, so that's their turns. She gets 3. And she's at 5 now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's 6 cards. Haha. All right, 1, 2. Attacks Wolverine for base of 3. I'm going to take this because I want to make sure I'm up for the Flame Soldier. So I don't have to discard my X-Jet. So 4 damage. And I don't have my Retaliate yet, do I? No. I think I have Retaliate somewhere in here for 1. I can't remember now. And then I get attacked by the Flame Soldier, who I will block so I don't have to discard the X-Jet. She gets attacked for a base of 3. I'm going to have to get her to the point where she's going to take it, because I'll have her finish off the Flame Soldier so she can start getting her counters. So this is 4 damage. And counter. Okay, we're getting a little bit out of fucking control here. Getting a lot of bit out of control. Jesus Christ. So he's got a base of 4 attack, so she has to defend. She doesn't have a choice. Actually, hold on. I can stop the assault. I can bad signal this. Let's bad signal this. I hate having to do that on something like that, but Cancel all the effects and discard it, then place an adaptation on her. Also, I do believe you place counters. You don't add a counter. You place counters. So that stops hers. Actually, yeah, perfectly. All right, so she doesn't get attacked. She has 2 resources from this, which are wasted. Everything is wasted. Let's reduce the cost of one of these by 1. Well, this is free. So let's get this and this. I'll just have these effing resources. She's going to attack and defeat the Flame Soldier, which will give her a counter. I will then Fist Mental. Fist and Mental, Fist and Energy. Let's. I hate having to do this. Let's overpay to at least knock off one of these. Do I flip her? I think I'm going to flip her. Oh yeah, I get additional hit point for having this. And I'll end her turn. Wolvie. Bam. So she's got her own lunging strike or whatever it's called. Oh, what do we do here? Hey, Talon. Shuffle and aspect card. An aspect card. Okay. Let me pull up Talon real quick so I can remember to change her. Because I have Photopia up right now. It's being a little bit slow as balls right now, but Marvel Champ. Aspects. Talon. Make the change later. Threat is looking decent, though this is in play, which is a dick. So apparently I need more ways to hurt myself, is what I'm seeing right now. Let's do this to get Scout, which heals me. Actually have 3 attack. Because of this. Do I stealth tactics or do I leaping strike? Let's leaping strike. Well, if I leaping strike, then this blocks most of it. So what I can do, actually blocks what, 5, right? I can use leaping strike without any modifiers on it, but do I? Exhaust X-Jets, use my claws. I'll take both damage so I don't have to sacrifice either of these. Sleeping Strike just knocked this off. And then Gabby, okay, I only took 2 damage. All right, so I need more ways to hurt myself, essentially, because that's a sentence. I can't ready. So yeah, end turn. There's a ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. So anybody can defeat this, and it readies Wolverine and allows her to use a power out of turn without exhausting. I still have the stealth tactics too. All right, 1, 2, 3. Schemes for 2. attacks Wolverine, who is going to take it for 4 damage. I'm going to exhaust Scout to deal 2 damage back. This and this. Gets a tough status. He gets another weapon. I'm trying to get rid of these fucking things. Why are we doing this to me? Alright, let's get this into play. 6. So it has assault for Wolverine. It also heals me by 1. I'm gonna soldier. Maybe a stealth tactics instead. Let's end this. I'll take 2. 2 melee to deal 5 damage. Her basic attacks gain piercing. Why didn't I make that give her piercing? Knock this off. Oh, that's rough. That's painful, but that's that. That's 2 damage I've taken this turn. So I will spend 2 on stealth tactics, which removes 5 threats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heals me. I will then remove the 1 threat from here. Actually, I remove way more than that because I'm using my attack. So we ready Wolverine. I'm going to use a basic power without exhausting. So I will attack for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, that was 6. And then proper attack for 3. Oh yeah, she needs the first player marker. I also need the heat. Did I heal from the stealth tactics? You know what? If I can't remember, then it doesn't matter. Then I did. I'm gonna flip. And that ends my turn. To Bryce Wayne, who was I gonna heal? I forget what I was gonna do now. Man, I repay for everything no matter what I do here. I can force next phase. What we got here? We need Mental Fist and Energy Fist. Why do I always have passion for justice with no thwart in my hand? Let's get this out. If Mental Fist, it's fist on both of them. I only have 1 fist resource. Well, this is a fist. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna fist. Oh wait, let me heal myself for 4. And I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna use that as a fist, and they're the same fucking thing. So fist and this shit. This shit. I'm actually tempted to use energy. Yeah, I'm going to use energy. To get rid of this one. I can actually get rid of this one if I opt to use Vicious Redefined. If I push him to the next phase and he gets his machine gun, he gets an additional attack. And yeah. He's about to scheme out of this scheme. If I flip him, he becomes 2/2/2, right? Yeah, 2/2. Which means he would scheme out because he's got 3 going. He's probably going to scheme out anyways. I don't think I can do much of anything right now. Oh yeah, actually he'll hold another one because of downtime. I forgot about that. This would be overkill as hell to hit him for 5 damage and only do 1 actual damage. And end turn. 1, 2, 3. Ready. 6 cards. I think I found a problem. For some reason I wasn't windowed in all the way. So I can use this to ready the claws. Alright, so yeah, he's already going to scheme out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I know this bumps down to 2 and 10, right? Attacks and damage. Shit. So attacking for 3. I'm going to take damage from this anyways. And then I'm going to discard a random card, which is going to suck so bad. So I'm just going to take it. For 5, you get in here. And then discard a random card. This game is not going all that great. It really isn't. What do we lose? Yep, I knew it was going to be that. It's like, watch all my damage go away. Encounter. Alter Ego Surge. Oh, I forgot I was an Alter Ego. Oh, goody, schemes. For 1, 1, and tough. Villain attacks again. So a base of 2. And I think I accidentally took 1 extra damage. Yeah, I did. Base 2. Then I'm going to have to discard another random card unless this is a blank. I'm not defending this because I need to start defeating shit. So let's just take it. Yeah, I would have taken damage. So 1, 2, 3. Watch this be running interference. Sense of justice, which sucks to lose as well. All right. That's in their shit. I really need to start defeating things here. I could have used this to prevent some of the damage. I forgot. His attack's only 1. 1, 2, running interference to remove 3 threat. It's only from the main scheme. To 3. This doesn't count as defeating. It just means I reduce it to 0, right? Because there's an it's called the justice event. Clear the area. What is it? Remove? Okay, yeah. Clear the area says remove the last. So clear the area would work on this, but I cannot get this to count as me defeating it. Why does this only remove threat from main? God, I hate that with a passion. She's just not having a good time right now. Remove 1 threat. No, these are both mental fists. I wonder if I should have. Yeah, you know what? 1, 2, 3. Let's get this back in. This, or ready this. So I need a mental fist for both of these. So I can at least get rid of one of them. Mental fist. You're the one that's making me discard random. This is mental fist. Of course it is. Well, I do have this now. But I kind of need to flip. I need to flip. Let's flip. Heal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to grab and take 2 damage to grab my Thwart card. So taking 2 damage so far this round. I'm going to flip. I'm going to spend 1, 2 to stealth tactics, which will remove 5 threat from a scheme. That's actually overkill as shit, but oh well. That is 5 damage. 5 damage. 5 damage. I don't. Yeah, I have an attack. 5 damage or 5 threat. Let's remove it from this, so that she has an opportunity to remove threat from this. I take 2 damage to Dance of Blades to deal 5 damage to an enemy. It has piercing, so it will knock off his tough, knock him to the next stage, which will get his machine gun. I need to make some sort of progress here. 30 or 28 health. That's right. He's squishy. It's a squishier villain who hits like a fucking truck, and his schemes go away so quickly. Oh, I played one of my cards. Also, I took 4 damage, so she does 2 damage. Do I just get out aggressive conditioning? I have access to this, so let's use it. Thank you. Aggressive conditioning, I'm going to use these 2 to get aggressive conditioning out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Also, my hit points changed, right? Yeah, so 2 more. I forgot to do that, but hey, I remembered now. I played 2 of them this round, so I do get 2 cards. My hit points now up even further, or my attacks even up further. That will end her turn. So what I'm seeing so far is I need to do something to help her with her readies. I need to do, goddamn, something to help her take damage. Oh, what do you know? Wolverine, that'll help her take some damage. Also, this precon does not have anywhere near enough attacks in it. So that's what I've seen so far. I think this precon has 5 or 6 attacks. That's not nowhere near enough for a character that should be using them. Out of curiosity, do Wolverine's claws exhaust when he uses them, right? Because I base mine up mostly off of that. Exhaust them, yeah. All right. 5 cards. Rocket Raccoon, but not Rocket Raccoon. All right. 1, 2, 3. Schemes for the worst possible answer. Attacks. This will be the machine gun for no damage. And then attacks proper. I will take it. So 3, just 3 damage. That's a shame because I was kind of hoping to scout him. Advance. Well, that ends the game. That ends the game. I really feel like Wolverine did more thwarting than Bryce did. How long has that been? 45 minutes? Do I wrap it or do I play another game? If I play another game, I'm going to not use Wolverine because I see some spots where I can improve her. She needs some help readying, and she needs, well, she was going to get some readies with these, but look at that, it's over. Maybe that's the thing, right? Because there's a ton of readying when you use the damaging cards to her. What I might do is I might include cards that will ready her claws. And because right now her Dance of Blades readies her claws, but she has to defeat an enemy. If I put her, I have ideas. I have ideas that I can possibly do. Where's her dive bomb, for example? There's her puncture wounds. Yeah, the Dance of Blades readies her. There's Sink, you traitor. You're in the wrong Laura's deck. Sink is dating old Laura Kinney. I keep wanting to say Laura Croft because Tomb Raider is Tomb Raider. Stealth Tactics, Leaping Strike, the Drop Kick, the Puncture Wound, Hey Boom Boom, Fellow Exterminator. Is that all? Drop Kick. Is that all? This will probably be the only game I play tonight. Thinking about honestly getting back on the Marvel Rivals grind. So currently Dance of Blades readies both her and her claws if she defeats an enemy. She doesn't have Retaliate. Doesn't one of the Wolverines have Retaliate on them? X-23 gets it on something, right? Under Adamantium Lacing gets her Retaliates. So do I give her a way to get Retaliate 1 as well? Maybe with her Adamantium Skeleton, I split the difference. And I make it plus 3 hit points. And give her Retaliate 1. And then she keeps the rest of the text. As a good middle ground. That way, because X-23 gets her hit points from the Adamantium Lacing. She gets plus 2. Wolverine's Adamantium Skeleton gives him plus 4. So if I split the difference, give her the Retaliate through the Adamantium Skeleton, that would be a good merging of both of their cards. Her Adamantium Lacing only costs 1. So yeah, I think the 2 costs would also help cover the addition of it. So yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Let me make this typo fix to Talon. Shuffle an aspect card from your discard pile into your deck. Let's save Talon. I don't know if you can hear my computer make loud computer noise, but it made loud computer noise. Let's pull up. You guys are getting to see me do some brainstorming in real time. And if you were in this room with me, you'd smell my head burning. Group by type. View extra large. I hate when I have to reset that. So let's grab her Adamantium Skeleton. You can't see any of this because I'm only sharing the game with you. All right, so we're going to card text. We're going to make Adamantium Skeleton give 3 hit points. So where would I put that? Would I put that in the text with the additional attack? Right? I imagine so. Yeah, it goes in the same line block as the stats do. Does it go before her basic attacks gain piercing? So it's +1 attack. Her basic attacks gain piercing. And she gains retaliate 1. I have to cut off a little bit of that stupid Proteus line on there, which is fine. So we'll do that. That's the sound of the police. I just had the image in my head of the police going down the block chasing somebody, and all you hear is all right. So any other things I can look at improving in here? And I'll get, like I said, this is gonna be my only game, so I'll get to summing up what I'm feeling about. I'm gonna play Bryce one more time. But I want to sum up what I feel about her on this one. This one, should I knock the threat down to what, like 5 maybe? I don't know, because this anybody can remove from this, so this is actually probably fine. Leaping strike. So leaping strike's another one that I was looking at. I was thinking about making text on here that if this attack deals 8 or more damage, ready Wolverine. Because or maybe 9 or more damage. Because as it stands right now, Wolverine's claws would make it do 8 or more damage. Why would I do that though? Because that would require me to build from the outside to add additional damage to the attack. So if this attack deals 8 or more damage, ready Wolverine, which would mean that in order to have done it, I would have had to hurt her for 2. I think maybe that would be fine. But if I do that, do I then bump this up to 4 cost? I don't think I would want to, because the Wolverine attack that I based off of is only 3 cost. So I think, and that's got overkill on it, right? Lunging strike. Yeah, if you use Wolverine's claws. So if I let this ready her. There was also something that I needed to put a limit on. What was the thing? Oh yeah, her alter ego ability. So let's pull up her alter ego. And I could not put a limiter on it and just watch people deal themselves massive amount of damage to pull their deck back. But I think I do need to put a limiter on it once per round. It's once per round. Save. You guys will get to hear the pop-up again, because Photopia does not want me to have actually no, this is from me replacing cards. That's right. The Photopia pop-up doesn't actually make noise because Photopia is upset that I am using ad blocker. Sorry, Photopia. I would honestly turn ad blocker off of Photopia, but I used to not use the ad blocker on it, and then some of their ads would pump noise out, and I'd just get weird noises while I was fucking working on things. So I had to do what I had to do. If there were silent ads, then It wouldn't be an issue. Um, so I made the fix to her alter ego. I made the fix to her adamantium skeleton. What else did I hit? Made the fix to adamantium skeleton. I made the fix to her. And Talon was the third one. So if I do leaping strike, so ready after you take 2 damage, then I think that might actually be because there's only one. Wolverine has 2 copies of his lunging strike. So if I can afford to make this a stronger card, since you're only getting one of them. Yes, you can recycle it with this, but it's at the cost of 2 damage. And you would have to wait a turn to play it. So I think I can leaping strike and make it if you do at least 8 damage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Thoughts on Bryce again? Uh, I kind of don't feel like Justice is where she's strong at. I think what I'm gonna do for her 4th game when I play next time, probably be tomorrow. Well, tomorrow, quote unquote, night, whatever time I decide to stream. What I might do beforehand is go to like ES's table and peruse his justice cards that he has, because I know he's like the go-to for DC theme stuff, and see if I can build something better. If I can't find anything better in that set, then what I'd probably do is look at aggression as well. I'm not feeling this current deck for justice. I know that Crossbones, because of how little threat goes on his 3 schemes, that if you don't have somebody doing a good amount of like threat mitigation, then he becomes a problem. But I don't think she's it. The second phase can be hard as hell to get through when you're, depending on who you're going against. I'm not going to give like any judgments on any cards, because I'm going to save that for like the last game and everything like that. Is there any other notes though that I want to make about her? No, not really. I guess tomorrow I have something to look forward to doing, which is something I hate doing, which is building a deck. But yeah, we'll see. I don't think I can go in again with the deck the way it is though, because her kit doesn't really have enough justice in it to warrant it being played as it is right now. All right. Anyways, now that I'm finished with that train of thought, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this stream up. This was like the shortest stream I've done in a while. So have a good morning / day / night, wherever you may be. Stay safe out there. It's starting to feel nice and warm here finally, so that's always fun. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please give a like, comment, subscribe. All those things will help us out. If you want to see more custom content, including more from Mcbober, who is one of the better creators, one of the most tenured creators too. I think he's been around fucking ever. Come and check out our Discord server. I will have a link in the description of this video on YouTube. Anything else? No. Check out more of my streams on twitch.tv/theactualjackson for as long as I have that name, because I'm still trying to get my original name back. Yeah, with that being said, take it easy.